Hello, I'm Javier and welcome to Taborno. With my colleague Tania, we decided to create the company TVT. That means activity and connectivity. And what we wanted to do is to try to connect people doing activities. Through activities. So our idea was to try to make a different kind of tourism, more sustainable tourism, and try to promote the identity of the Canarian people. That is, we are a hotspot of biodiversity and culture, and many times what we are seeing is something completely different. No, so it's a place for sun and beach. That's all. No, so we wanted to offer something different. Actually, we wanted to know about our place. Personally, I'm from here, from Tenerife, and during 3 years I've been learning about this island. I became tour guide. It was quite interesting to really realize what I have in here in this island. And what we're doing right now is to try to develop one unique activity. So we do one thing that is heritage interpretation. We design the whole activity in order to be like a movie. It's interesting because it's like a movie. We love to do hiking, but in order to do a much better hiking, we do this kind of movie during the hiking. So we interpret the heritage, the culture, the nature, and we try to put the tourist or the traveler, because we prefer to call them traveler, in the middle of this kind of activity, this kind of movie, and allow them to be the actor. We started to be like a social association. So at the beginning, we were a social association. We are not like the many companies that started like a company and then it had this kind of feel of, social responsibility. But it was more like, we started social and then realized that if we really want to make it sustainable, it has to be sustainable economically as well. So then we decided to create the company. At the beginning, we created like a small NGO and we were like more focused on really know what we have in here, and for sure to promote the identity of the people. What do we have in here? And I think what many people are missing when coming here to the Canary Island and coming here to Tenerife is they are missing the people. We have this resource so easy, and I think everybody can win. It's a win-win situation in which locals can improve because they know people from outside, they can learn languages, they can have opportunities abroad, and the foreigners for sure wins as well because they know one place in a completely different way. What we are really trying to do, like make it more social, is what we're trying to protect in here is the identity. We don't want that, for example, in this place we have this goalkeeper that is having this kind of tradition that is really important, but we don't want him to be different. We don't want him to act. Actually, it's really interesting because he asked me one time, what do I have to do? I say, be yourself, because that's the value. That's the value, that's the real value. And I think doing this is one economic added revenue to the local people. That's our focus, our main goals. Well, my history is that I was traveling around the world. I was helping in Nicaragua. I was volunteering in the United Nations program for development. I was like 10,000 kilometers away from my islands, working in these communities that I really love it. But then I realized in Canary Island we also have problems. And we have somebody, to try to solve them. For us, it was easy. So we have like a lot of unemployment rate. I think the majority of my friends are abroad. They are in Germany because they wanted to, to have a better job. And I decided at least to try to change this kind of tourism that we have in here. This kind of mass tourism that's avoid the local people and it doesn't benefit the locals. I had these two options, or go abroad and to work in Germany, or to be in here and at least to try to do what I would like to do. The most important skill is courage. To see one thing that you want to do and just to fight for it. The rest you will learn. The rest you can learn about how to do web page, you can learn about everything. But the one thing that you need is to be focused, to have courage, and to have a resilience in order when you have some of the strikes, just to stand up again. My dream is just to be walking every day in the mountains, to try to share our nature and our culture with the people who really wants to know about that, to help in these environmental projects that we do many times with our NGO and with the governments that we are working with normally, and to try to do more environmental leisure. That's really important. How to protect the environment and having fun with that. That's really, really important. And I think this is, to me, that's my dream. My job is the best one. I'm getting paid for hiking in these amazing mountains. So I'm pretty sure there is no better job. This is a job that is always you are learning. That's the most important for me. This is always new. It's so creative because you are making movies, you are interpreting all the paths, all the hiking. This is I think one of the best jobs that I've ever been. It is.